I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X Blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry, because I'll bet my mom can't cook.
Hello and welcome to Mom Can't Cook, a DCOM podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Luke Westaway, and I'm about to dive in front of a bullet for the other host. Who is it?
It's me, Andy Farron. Oh, you shouldn't have dived in front of that bullet for me. What a noble sacrifice.
Don't even worry about it.
Oh, he's not dead yet. You could fire another one if you want. There we go. There, just finish the job. It's a kindness at this point.
They're not going to fire a bullet at me. Think, Andy. If they've got another bullet, they'll simply shoot you, the target.
Wait, surely you will throw yourself in front of that bullet as well, though.
Well, no, I'm on the ground now. I mean, I could probably get a hand up from the floor and sort of wave it around.
Do it and block the bullet with your hand.
Okay, it went through my hand.
Right, good. He's probably out of ammo now. And good, I'm saved. Thanks very much for your noble. We'll put up an obelisk to you.
I've been dead for 20 seconds at this point.
Well, I'm saying this to your corpse.
saying this to my family.
I'm saying this to your ghost, your ghost might be hovering over your corpse. We don't know. There's much about the world that we don't understand, Luke.
That's right. Not everything is in your philosophy books.
Yeah. So maybe try and open your mind a bit in future. Well, you can't, you're dead. But...
Okay, this is actually on theme, folks, because we're talking this week about First Kid, which is
not First Son, which is what Luke put it in the calendar as. Not First Boy, which is what my brain keeps auto-correcting it to. But First Kid.
First Boy. First Kid, yeah.
First Kid.
First Kid. It's about the president's son being bodyguarded. Now, to get ahead of your emails, this one is, by the strictest definition, not technically a DCOM.
Yeah, this got a theatrical release.
Yes.
Which explains why there are actual studio logos in front of this one.
Yeah.
It doesn't just kick you into media res with a kind of crappy iMovie intro.
Yes.
But also, it's an hour and 41 minutes long.
Yeah, which is an absolute piss take,
absolutely
frankly.
Outrageous.
I mean, who do they think they are?
Yeah.
It's sheer arrogance on behalf of the filmmakers. So yeah, it definitely has huge DCOM energy though.
Oh yeah.
With a few exceptions, there are some moments where you can tell it's not a DCOM. For example, the budget is quite high, and some people get shot with guns. The many
violent shootings that take place.
I think this is the only DCOM I can think of where people get shot with guns. So, but there we go. It stars Sinbad.
Yeah, the comedian. You might remember him from Jingle All the Way as Arnold Schwarzenegger's nemesis in that.
The note I have before we kick off is that I think he's extremely charismatic in this and more or less carries the film to the extent that it is carried.
Sure. He dives in front of the bullet that is this film's
What year did this come out?
production.
1996?
Yeah, that
is
sounds
that the year
right.
Independence Day came out? I'm just trying to think of what this was competing with.
It was competing. It's 1996. It came out at the box office up against The Crow, City of Angels, and Tin Cup. Those were the two films that beat it. So the Kevin Costner golf movie, Tin Cup, and The Crow, City of Angels, the sequel to The Crow.
If you're bundling the kids into the station wagon for a day out at the picture house.
Hey, kids. You want to see The Crow, City of Angels?
There's a new Crow out.
What happened to the old Crow? Oh, the kid's like, first kid, except for the one child in full Crow face paint in the back seat who looks furious. He wanted to go and see Tin Cup.
I thought he just liked Kiss. Okay, I feel like we're avoiding talking about the movie First Kid.
All right, well, let's play the trailer and then we can get into it.
Now, he's facing his most dangerous assignment, protecting himself from the president's son.
Definitely the most powerful kid in the universe.
He's just a kid. How bad can it be?
So, you like snakes?
Oh, he bit me!
Guarding America's first kid
Unlock the door.
can be the world's worst job.
How many times has Mr. Sims been left back?
But being the first kid
The school dance is Friday. Do you want to come?
is even tougher.
Do you think you're better than everyone?
I can't allow you off the grounds.
What are you doing down here?
I don't have any friends.
You can't keep that kid locked up in his room.
I can't dance.
Madden?
I said I can't dance.
We open on the White House. A small boy in a boring grey 90s suit is being led into a dining room by a team of similarly dressed men.
Yes.
One of the men, Agent Woods, stays with the boy and watches impatiently as the boy as the first boy slowly pours milk on his Rice Krispies.
This is where the runtime's going, folks.
We open on a boy very slowly getting himself some Rice Krispies.
Mm-hmm. These are all Secret Service agents, and it's sort of established early that First Kid is insufferable and likes to mess with the Secret Service agents whose job is to protect his life. So
Yes.
he sort of leads them around tables and eats breakfast slowly. And we get a sort of shot of Woods looking at First Kid's mouth as it chews Rice Krispies in an annoying way.
Yeah, it's like loud chewing sounds. The first kid is insufferable. Agent Woods is struggling with this. We now cut to Sinbad, who is a federal agent. Sammy Sims is the character name.
That's right.
But it's the comedian Sinbad. A federal agent pulling up outside a mall. The mall, the kind of security guard at the mall gets a little bit annoyed. But personable Sammy Sims effortlessly does a kind of charisma check on the guard. And
he fast talks him into guarding his car for him. It's established now early that Sam Sims is a kind of charismatic, fast talking, doesn't play by the rules kind of Secret Service agent. You know those kinds of Secret Service agents they have who don't play by the rules.
The ones who don't play by the rules and are like fun.
Yeah, exactly.
A fun Secret Service agent.
So the first kid is going to be... I'm going to call him First Kid throughout this whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
First Kid is going to be late for his appointment, says Woods, the Secret Service agent. But then the boy confrontationally adds more milk to his Krispies. In walks the First Lady, his mum, and she says, "You're late." And then First Kid throws Woods under the bus and says that it was his fault.
Yeah, why didn't you tell me, Woods, that I was running late?
First Kid is bad.
Woods continues to be exasperated by annoying First Kid.
We cut to a horrendous CGI White House for no reason except to age this movie terribly. Then we cut to the mall.
Can you not film the White House?
No! What if America's enemies saw it? Then they'd know where the windows are and stuff.
What if Clinton danced past the window?
Yeah.
At the exact same time every day.
And then America's enemies would know.
Yeah, okay, fair point. Yeah. So, it's CGI instead.
Then we cut to the mall where Sinbad and his partner, Agent Dash, they rock up to a Dunkin' Donut stand and say, "There is a little bomb threat here with the donuts. Can we have..." And then he proceeds to steal a load of donuts under the premise that there are bombs in them.
How you doing, sir?
Fine.
I'm Agent Sims, Secret Service.
Agent Dash, Secret Service.
Got a little bomb threat here with the donuts. Can we check out those bear claws?
Yes, sir.
No! Do you want to blow us all up?
No.
Be careful. Get that big bear claw. Don't use your hands, man. Use that tongue. Where you from? Now hurry up. I'll be on a timer. And get those little peanut clusters. Could be a peanut bomb. And get the little candy sprinkles. They love to use that. The enemy's real hip to the candy thing.
Sir, can we check a Frosty Long John, please?
I don't think so, Agent Dash. Could you put those in the box for the bomb squad?
Yes, sir.
Freeze. I'll be back in a minute. Don't you move. Don't you breathe. Any kind of pressure could set this off.
While the terrified Dunkin' employee, who is essentially being robbed,
Sort of like shaking with fear, hands over all these donuts.
and the enemy is real hip to the candy thing, says Sinbad by way of explanation. America's enemies.
That should answer all of your questions.
You're probably wondering how the enemy got bombs into all these donuts.
You're probably wondering how and why.
And why? Well, here's your answer. The enemy is real hip to the candy thing. So yeah, the poor Dunkin' employee, terrified that they're going to lose their life. This is also the first example in this film of just the heaviest-handed, most egregious product placement you've ever seen. It's pretty much
Oh
non-stop.
my gosh. Yes. Okay, so these two story strands, first kid being bundled out of the White House with somewhere to go urgently, and Agent Sammy Sims robbing a Dunkin' Donuts.
Robbing a Dunkin'.
In the mall are about to collide because, in fact, Sammy Sims is one of the agents one of the many agents who is on the detail of the first kid security as the first kid heads to the mall to do a sort of PR stunt, which is buying some back-to-school clothes, just like a real normal American would. In the motorcade on the way over, first kid is like, why do I have to do this? I don't want to do this. And the first lady is like, just shut up and get out there and look happy.
Yeah.
It's established that she is not especially caring or in any way kind.
No.
To her son.
And yeah, he hates his dorky suit. So back at the mall, the donut box is handed to Sinbad. Like a six box of Dunkin' Donuts probably costs about £8, about $10.
Yeah.
Probably could have just bought that instead of pretending there was a bomb threat. But up walks a sort of senior agent, and Sinbad immediately throws Agent Dash under the bus. He's like, "Oh, I told you we can't have donuts on duty, Agent Dash. You idiot!" And then the senior agent chews him out for stealing donuts.
This is senior agent. I think it's Morton. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Morton tells Sims, you're always just joking, and jokers don't protect the president. They stay in the field.
Qualify for the Secret Service in the first place, I imagine.
Right. So we find out from Morton that Agent Sammy Sims has a long history of wacky pranks, which I would say should rule you out of bodyguarding the president. One example is given: the fake dog poop at the inaugural. There's no more context given than that, except that I already know that he shouldn't be protecting the president. It's sort of implied here that Morton is a real stick in the mud when he says you're always just joking and jokers don't protect the president, but it absolutely makes sense. I'm very surprised that they're about to let a certified joker protect the president's son, which is made out in this film to be like an unimportant sort of B-list responsibility, but like people around the world wish harm on this child.
Yeah, it's the whole plot of Resident Evil 4.
Yes!
The president's daughter gets kidnapped.
Oh my god. What I wouldn't give for a Resident Evil game where Agent Sammy Sims and his colourful tie just
fighting chainsaw-wielding zombie villagers. So, he says, "I will take things seriously from now on, sir. They'll call me Sammy by-the-book Sims." And then up comes a terrified coffee stand employee. "Here's that explosive coffee, sir. 2 sugars," she says, and then sprints away terrified. This alone should have him...
this alone rules him out of...
kicked off the Secret Service. But the presidential motorcade turns up at the mall, and everyone had to drop everything. So the first kid looks at the crowd, they're all cheering. "Mom, look at all those cameras, I'm not going in there," he says. I look all dorky. "Do you want me to call your father?" she says.
Why not? At least I get to talk to him.
Look, I know this is hard, but you are going to get out of the car. And when you do, you are going to be the happiest kid that ever went back to school shopping. Okay, sweetheart?
First kid is paraded through the mall. There's a huge lingering close-up on a stuffed orangutan for some reason.
A real lingering shot of this ape.
I don't understand it. First kid
it gets repeated later in the film like it's significant. But it is.
Yeah, that's true. It's like you're being asked as the audience to be like, the bomb is in the monkey.
Yeah, everyone in the cinema is like, oh shit, it's that ape from before. He was in on it the whole time. This guy's Soze the ape.
Oh, wait, the credits are rolling. I'm confused.
I really thought that ape would be significant somehow.
Yeah.
Yes, it wasn't.
So, first kid is sort of pushed past a cool-looking VR game. He wants to play it, but he's told that there's simply no time. And then
Whoa,
this
what do you mean, and then? Did you not get hung up on researching Virtual Village, Cybermind, virtual reality centers?
No, go on.
Okay. Well,
what, is it real?
Oh yeah, they were real. They were a real thing in the 90s. I spent about half an hour on a sort of wiki hole, like looking up these old school virtual reality centers.
Wow.
I found like an old ad for one. Let me read you the text.
Yes,
from
please. So wait, is the game that he plays real as well? It's called like Dactyl
Nightmare.
something.
Yeah, that's a real
Dactyl
game.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I know.
Why did they make a real game that looks like a bad fake game for a kids' film?
I don't think it has all that. Well, we'll get into this, but I don't think it has all the audio. So the text says, "Here's the deal. Reality has toxic waste spills, transmission overhauls, and bad hair days. Virtual reality, on the other hand, has nothing but totally fun games played in strange yet stylish headgear. Which would you prefer? Cybermind!" Because reality sucks.
You're forgetting the third option, normal video games.
Normal video games that are good. And don't cost $10 for 2 minutes.
I'll take that one, please.
Yeah. So anyway, I briefly became obsessed with finding everything out about Cybermind.
Wow, but this is the thing when you kind of stray away from the strict DCOMs, is that you get this product placement that they just, I guess, can't afford or don't have time for in the normal DCOMs. I just assumed that they'd mocked it up for the movie. That's incredible.
It looks fun as hell. And there's one kid playing it, and he's wearing a Cybermind sweater. And I would, what I would give for it. Anyway.
So, understandably, first kid wants to immerse himself in the virtual world of Cybermind.
In the virtual village of Cybermind, yeah.
But he's told that there's no time because he has to do this photo op thing where he sort of looks at all these dorky clothes that he doesn't even want to wear, while a load of photographers kind of face him. The first kid kind of briefly sort of kicks off about wanting to do this, and he
says, "Why do we have to shop here?" And his mum says, "Because America shops here, and your father runs America, so we shop here." The press are asking her questions about being a working mother, and while they're doing that, the Secret Service agent Woods assaults the first kid.
Yeah, just like casually in the background.
Casually assaults him.
But in the dressing room.
Ow! What are you doing? Hurting me. What do you think you're doing? Don't ever touch him that way again.
Well, he wouldn't move. You told me to put him in the dressing room.
That is not what I meant, and you know it.
What he does is he grabs the first kid and forces. He's trying to get him into the dressing room, and the first kid doesn't want to go in the dressing room, so he doesn't want to try on the suit, and he's having a bit of a tantrum. So he basically just grabs his arm and, in a not cool way, basically just wrestles him towards the dressing room
in front of the world's press.
Yeah, exactly. This is apparently a bridge too far for Mom, who doesn't seem to be very nice to the first kid, but isn't willing to tolerate this. So she steps in, fires Woods, and says, "I want an agent who can deal with a child." And then, for reasons I don't fully understand, the first kid somehow backs out of the dressing room curtain with his bare ass hanging out, and the world's press photograph that.
Suddenly, to a jump scare string stab, the first kid's butt emerges from the dressing room curtains, and Sinbad, Agent Sims, dives towards it like he's taking a bullet for the president. But this is good, actually, because he covers the butt and the day is saved. The press are all desperate to take photos of this child's butt, but he won't allow it because he's in the way.
Yeah, he won't allow them to take any more photos of the butt.
Yeah.
Because now he's in front of it. They'll have to make do with the thousands of photos they took.
At what point do you think the Disney, during the script approval process, the Disney people were like, yes, let's show a child's nude butt in our film?
It took me aback.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah. It's, it's just the film setting its stall out early as being absolutely unhinged.
Yeah. But Sinbad has done a good thing by jumping in front of the butt. Because we cut to him in his boss's office. His boss is sort of running down all of Agent Sims' many failures as an agent. He's not wearing his earpiece.
And finishes with, defend the life of the first kid.
Anyway, well, so he runs down this list. He says, first of all, his earpiece isn't in because apparently high frequencies bother him, so he can't hear any of the sort of vital radio chatter he needs to be able to hear.
Radio chatter like someone's about to try and kill the first kid.
He's not hearing any of that. He won't wear his bulletproof vest because it causes chafing, and he doesn't carry his photo ID because it makes him look fat. But despite all these things, he is being assigned to guard the life of First Boy.
Yes.
Yep.
Which is very brave of him.
AKA Prince. That's his code name.
Yes, the president is Eagle, and the first boy is Prince.
Yeah, the White House is crown. They're using a lot of royal words. America. So that's a bit weird, isn't it?
So what's with that, America?
Yeah. Prince, president isn't a hereditary title. Do you think this film knows that president isn't a hereditary title? Because I don't know if it does.
I don't think this film knows very much about what the president does.
It's portrayed like he's the most powerful boy in the whole world because he will one day inherit the mantle of president. But that's not how it works.
So the other thing that you need to know about Agent Sammy Sims is that he wears these brightly coloured ties.
Yes.
To show off his fun personality. His boss tells him, "Looks like you robbed a dead clown," which is a really solid burn. Yeah.
But yeah, do a good job with Prince, and this is your admission ticket to the plum job of guarding Eagle, the president. So that's why Sims takes the job, because it's a stepping stone to a more important job guarding the president.
Yes, that's all he really cares about at the moment, is eventually guarding the president. So all he has to do is do a good job.
So we cut to the first kid's room. He has a snake called Poison that he is threatening Agent Sims with, so it's already going well.
He says, "So you like snakes?" And Agent Sims says, "No."
No, actually I don't. I'm deathly afraid of them. And then he sort of drapes the snake over him. He backs out of the door into the president and the first lady. The president is here to talk to his son about his mooning behaviours. "Luke, I face an election in 2 months and I cannot sustain..." He starts talking and sort of it's drowned out by, in the background, Agent Sims is being killed by a snake.
"Luke, I face an election in 2 months and I just cannot sustain another instant like this. It's just the timing is very bad. So you understand, don't you?"
"Don't you bite me! No! Oh!
Good boy, I thought so. Thanks."
I bit me! I'm bleeding. There's blood on the ground. I'm bleeding. Look, I'm bleeding.
It's like frames on the left-hand side of the screen is Agent Sims being killed by a snake. And on the right-hand side is the president, first lady, and first kid having a conversation about his behaviour.
It's very weird. And, Sinbad really doing his best with this scene, because basically I think he's got a big rubber snake around him and he's been told, make it like the snake's attacking you, and that's funny.
And we'll just roll for 10, 12 minutes.
Yeah, so he's like thrashing around going, "Oh no, oh
he's biting me, the poison injectors."
So Agent Sinbad has been fatally poisoned by a snake.
And we're 10 minutes in. Yeah.
So first boy huffily says that he's going to go and walk the dog. He says, "You have to come with me if I walk the dog, right?" And Agent Sims says, "Yes." And then the first boy walks out of the White House walking the dog, and Agent Sims does not follow him. Mm-hmm. And then Agent Sims follows him a moment later, and he's already gone.
Has immediately lost the first boy.
He walks through the door out onto the White House lawn, looks around, and he has already lost the first boy.
Yeah. Smoke bomb grappling hook. The first boy is gone.
Yeah. He shouts, "Luke! Luke!" Quite, loudly and frantically, probably in earshot of everyone else who works at the White House and who knows that he's been on the job for 4 minutes.
But he hears the dog bark. He sort of follows the sound, and they end up at the sort of perimeter of the White House lawn. The dog triggers the laser tripwire and all the lights go on. It's a perimeter breach. 1,000 cops turn up. Agent Sims runs up and acts like they were playing hide and seek. He sort of runs around and messes around with all the agents in quite a sort of charming way, but his boss isn't having any of it. And he's like, "This is strike one for you, Agent Sims." We're 10 minutes in.
Again, like runtime wise, quite a lot of this film is Sinbad like vamping, basically. Sort of like just sort of freewheeling, did a little bit of improv.
A lot of it feels quite improv, yeah.
Kind of, like Motormouth kind of comedy style. And it's not always unsuccessful.
I think the film relies on it quite a lot.
Yeah, they're like,
okay, well, we won't bother writing any jokes here. We'll just let Sinbad vamp for
I mean,
5
look,
minutes.
when you've got Sinbad, you don't need to do things like write a single tabs thing.
Yeah, exactly. He'll just carry the film. And, he does
it out on the night.
Makes a decent fist of it, I'd say. But that's done. Buckle up, folks, because Luke is on his computer.
Oh.
And it's the most 90s... God, I love this stuff. He's on his massive CRT monitor. He has several windows open. One says Snake Chat. One says Teen Net.
Teen Net.
He opens Teen Net, and it's like a 3D model of the head of a member of the Blue Man Group, and it says, "Welcome, you have mail." "Oh, right," says Luke. "An email. Fuck yeah." Yeah, I got an email.
Yeah, I got an email.
Yeah.
So my favourite thing about the TeenNet website, bear in mind website, is that you can, if you stop the film, see the browser buttons.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can see the buttons on the TeenNet website, and they are load, save, stop, menu, search, and email.
Yeah, the main things you do on the internet.
Bearing in mind we still use email, why is email so funny? Why is email so funny to me? Oh, I think it's because here it's E-mail.
E-mail.
It's still like it's still written like it's a contraction of electronic mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Luke's email that he's so excited about is from someone called Mongoose12, and it says, "Let's chat. I'll be online tonight." Online is hyphenated.
Yes, also hyphenated. So good. Yeah.
So that's an email, but then he opens up the Snake Chat app, which is it's sort of represented by, it's like a bit of sort of papyrus with a snake wrapped around it, and the text goes on the papyrus.
Yeah, it's like an old school chat room with impossible snake graphics.
Yeah.
But what it does have in common with old school chat rooms is that it's unregulated and extremely dangerous. As First Kid is about to find out, because he's chatting on Dash Line with someone who introduces themselves as Mongoose12. First Boy is using the handle Viper Boy. Now, the first question Mongoose12 asks is, "How old are you?"
Viper Boy replies, "Thanks. 14, well, 13 and a half, but 21 if you're an older girl." Mongoose12 replies, "Ha, lol, brackets, laugh out loud." Which is so choice. I say I'm 25. I'm only 12. Where are you from?
Yeah, I mean, first boy, this is a red flag, but whatever.
Yeah. Also, a mongoose is a thing that eats and kills snakes. It's a really suspicious.
Yeah, really
handle
suspicious.
to have on a snake forum, but whatever.
Yeah,
it's fine.
if you're a fan of snakes. So Mongoose12 says, "I live in Arlington. We should meet sometime." But then First Boy ends the conversation saying, "I have to go to bed." And this extremely sinister and uncomfortable chat is over. It should be noted as well that because of when this movie was made, and we've talked about this in previous movies, the idea of online safety isn't really there, because
it doesn't exist.
Because so then Sammy Sims comes in and sees that this is happening and says, "Hey, wait, are you online?" But his only concern is that the First Boy doesn't tell anyone who he really is. You're not telling anyone that you're the president's son, are you?
You online?
Yeah, I was.
Who you talking to?
None of your business.
You don't tell anybody who you really are, do you?
No. Do I look like an idiot to you?
He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go and meet a guy in a parking lot," but he doesn't know who I am.
Yeah,
and
okay,
Sinbad's
cool,
like, "Oh,
cool,
yeah, okay,
fine,
well,
yeah, as long as he doesn't, yeah." So this isn't this scene doesn't play out like what it so clearly is, which is like a really uncomfortable scene of a child talking online with someone with a stranger.
It's impossible to take seriously because we cut to a shot of him on the computer, and he has a sticker on his monitor that says cyberspace. And then behind him, there's a sort of strip of CD-ROMs on the wall. And the most prominent one is a CD called Key Clip Art.
Oh my God. Well, as the president's son, he has access to all the latest clip art.
America's clip art.
He has
the Federal Reserves of clip art.
The Federal Reserves of screen beans are his to command.
He's got all the screensavers. Oh, America's enemies would love to get their hands on these screensavers.
Bill Gates sends him early screensavers before the public gets their hands on them.
What do you think of this one? It's like the toaster one, but it's waffle irons. Flying, is that good?
What do you think of this one?
Bill, you've done it again.
What do you think of this one? It's a tube that sort of goes around in a 3D way.
Oh my God, if this were to fall into Al-Qaeda's hands. Well, I don't need to say any more than that, Bill.
I'm so happy that I thought about screen beans today. Okay.
So the
other thing is, just on the subject of Mongoose12.
Yes.
Now, the username Mongoose12 suggests not that the user is 12, but that he was born in 1912, because that's the convention. That's the convention of a number at the end of your username, right? As we all know.
Yeah, so this is an 84-year-old man.
84-year-old man, yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's what I would assume.
Yeah, who likes to eat and kill snakes.
Yeah, so it's all fine. Anyway, so that's happening. But later... Agent Sammy Sims is hanging out, having a drink in a cop bar because I guess none of America's enemies might threaten First Boy at night.
First Boy while he's asleep and he's most vulnerable.
So he's gone out drinking. Yeah. He's talking to Woods, who you'll remember is the one who was fired for aggressively wrestling First Boy.
Yeah, Woods orders a cocktail named after a presidential assassin.
Yeah, he says, make it a Lee Harvey Oswald. It has 3 shots. I've written, yikes. So Woods kind of staggers off. He's like visibly intoxicated. Again, another sort of subtle hint that this isn't quite in the DCOM stable.
Yeah, it turned out that he failed his fitness for duty exam and has now lost his job, according to the boss guy from earlier, Morton.
Yeah.
And then Agent Sims says, remember that time you got shot protecting Reagan? How much time between seeing the shooter and jumping for Ronnie passed, did you think? And then Morton says, no, it's the job. They elect him, we protect him. You don't have time to think. You hesitate and he's dead. But don't worry, nobody wants to shoot that kid. Spank him, maybe. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, well then. That's a relief.
Oh, well, I'll have another round then. Meanwhile, back at the White House, round after round is being pumped into the sleeping First Boy. The Illuminados cold inject the Plagas parasite into the First Boy. They have total control.
When he ascends to the presidential throne, they will control America.
He's handed Washington's crown and scepter. He will take a royal bride, produce a presidential heir. In her womb is carried the hopes of America. So yeah, that's...
Don't worry, no one wants to shoot that kid. Yeah, I'm sure there's no one on the planet who would think ill of the president's son, so yeah.
Or kidnap him so that they could control the president, or anything. Yeah.
Or get money. No, I don't think so. So yeah, another round. Okay, so now we cut to school.
Sure.
Now because
they're in the science class. The teacher says, I see some of you recognise one of our classmates. And then it cuts to a shot of Zachary Ty Bryan from Home Improvement, and my brain immediately thought that's who they were talking about. That's right, kids, it's Zachary Ty Bryan from Home Improvement.
Now I want you all to treat Zachary like he's just another one of your classmates.
Even though
not bother.
He was on a sitcom with Tim Allen. You know.
Now, I know what you're all thinking.
That was good, wasn't it?
I know what you're all thinking. What's Tim Allen like? but Zachary's here to learn, just like you.
Yeah, unless Zachary, you did want to tell us what Tim Allen is like. Does he go, oh, in real life? Does he do that?
Zachary, maybe you want to do something that we normally do when a new kid joins the class and just do a little icebreaker where we tell any anecdotes we may or may not have about being on set with Tim Allen.
About Tim Allen. You may want to do a little icebreaker exercise where you take these 25 signed headshots of Tim Allen and you go and get him to just write on those for us. It's just a standard icebreaker.
Zachary is simply playing a bully in this film. Yeah. He is playing a bully called...
What does the lower half of the neighbour's face look like, Zachary? Can you tell us that? What's it like? Is it all messed up down there?
Hey, Zachary, this recess bell can ring or it can not ring. And you know what would make it ring, Zachary, is you telling me what's up with the neighbour's face.
If you tell us what Wilson's lower face looked like.
You know, this B- can so easily be changed to a plus, Zachary. It's just one line.
It's just tell us what's going on down there. Is it like just a Davy Jones tentacle beard? It's got to be something weird, right?
You know, Zachary.
Or they'd show us. Why won't they show us it? So anyway, it's not Zachary Ty Bryan that is the famous one, but it's first boy. Also, Sinbad is in the classroom. He has to take the class as well.
Yes, so because of first boy's special circumstances, the teacher, Ms. Lawrence, explains...
The young prince.
Mr. Sims will also be joining the class. So Mr. Sims and the teacher, Ms. Lawrence, kind of look at each other in a sort of flirty way. Meanwhile, first boy looks in a sort of flirty way at a blonde girl who is in his class.
Nearest girl, yeah.
Yeah, who he clearly has a bit of an immediate crush on. So there we go.
So we cut back to first kid's bedroom. Him and Agent Sims are both in tuxes. He has clearly put his snake in a backpack. They're going to an event, and he is taking his snake in a backpack.
Yeah, to drive this home, the camera pans across the bedroom, it pans slowly across the snake chat computer, and over to the snake tank, which is empty. There is no snake in it because it's clearly in the big snake bag that the boy's bringing to an event that clearly you would not need a large, heavy, snake-sized bag.
Like writhing bag. But presumably, everyone's going to have to do bag check because the president is at this event. You can't just bring in bags, especially ones that are sort of writhing with snakes.
Especially ones that are writhing and snake-sized.
And hissing. Well,
so
this all seems to be in order.
So at the event, which is kind of, I don't know, it's like a fundraiser or like a fancy dinner, sort of like that.
Well, he's on the campaign trail, isn't he?
Thing...
There's an election in 2 months.
It's the kind of thing the Joker would smash in through the ceiling of and like, hold everyone hostage. Okay.
Steal the Phantom Gemerald. Yeah.
Yes. So at this event, Agent Sims realizes that the first boy has released his snake into the crowd.
Sure.
And then he crawls under a bunch of tables to get it. And there is some sort of some comedy. So, well, you know what? There's some comedy.
Ow! That's it. Quick! I got it. Hey!
Oh, is that?
You kicked me. I have you arrested for stinky feet, woman. Stop quiet.
Ow! Newt.
Is that?
It is.
I got gum in my afro. That's it. It's official. I'm gonna kill this kid. He's dead. It's the snake. Don't you bite me. Gotcha. Lady. Please. Don't scream. What's going on? Poison, sir.
Poison, of course, being the name of the snake.
Remember, that's the name of the snake. But needless to say, everyone spits out their wine and flees screaming, leaving Sims alone at the buffet to sort of do a big comedy fight with the snake for the second time.
He's being killed by the snake again. Not 100% clear on what actually happens, but then all the food in the room explodes at the same time, and then he walks out covered in food and snakes.
I mean, the snake's dead, right? Do we see the snake again? I can't remember the snake being in it after this.
I think, maybe the snake did die.
I think possibly he kills the snake.
Yeah.
So
it shoots the snake to death.
He emerges covered in a comedy amount of food. Look, the only point of this scene is that it like passes the time and it sort of emphasizes this idea that the first boy is a bit of a prankster and is trying to make life deliberately hard for Agent Sims and get him fired if he possibly can. And he's doing a good job because Agent Sims is like screaming about poison at a fundraising
this is strike two,
on the
right?
campaign trail.
It's got to be.
This is strike two. So he's still not fired, but if you're responsible for the life of the first kid. And you get 3 strikes.
Well, he's been shot twice. But damn that 3-strike system! We got to let him go back to Sleepy Joe, the Secret Service agent. I'll protect him this time. I just got a little. Damn Sleepy Joe! Damn you! The assassins even now they're closing in on the first boy's location.
Set a timer, Sleepy Joe.
I don't need no timer. I'll just... Oh, he's asleep again.
The Las Plagas virus swarms through the first kid's bloodstream. So, we're now we're back to high school. It's lunchtime. The first boy asks Agent Sims to give him some space because he's kind of stood over his shoulder while First Boy is outside trying to eat some lunch.
He's eating lunch alone. Seeing that Sims has sort of left him, Zachary Ty Bryan goes over and he's like, "Hey, First Kid, do you want to come and eat with us?" And then First Kid says, "No, I don't." "Oh, why not?" says Zachary Ty Bryan. Do you think you're better than everyone?" "Don't think I'm better than everyone," says First Kid, who is an asshole. "Well, I don't think you're better than anyone," says Zachary Ty Bryan, which is fair. Whatever, says Luke, and he starts to leave. And then Zachary Ty Bryan follows up with this absolute zinger.
"Hey, we just want to know how it feels to be the biggest butt in the world."
"We just want to know what it feels like to be the biggest butt in the world."
Biggest butt in the world.
Damn, Zachary.
I kind of want that to be merch, but it would be too confrontational, wouldn't it?
What does it feel like to be the biggest butt in the world?
Biggest butt in the world.
And then confusingly he says, "Because we saw it all over the news the other night." So
yes.
He didn't say, I want to know what it feels like to have the biggest butt in the world.
Yeah.
Just what it feels like to be the biggest butt in the world.
Well,
I'm confused.
Look, Andy, Sinbad will get it on the night.
Sinbad's not in this scene. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no. These two 12-year-old boys can't improv a comedy scene. Sinbad, you gotta come back.
Sinbad, you need to pretend to be one of... You need to play every part.
You need to ventriloquism Zachary Ty Bryan from a bush.
So, anyway, Rob... for Zachary Ty Bryan's name is Rob, Bully Rob.
Okay.
So Bully Rob and First Kid kind of cruising for a showdown. Clearly a fight is incoming.
"You're a coward," he says, "just like your dad, the draft dodger," which is never mentioned again. His dad is, I guess, a draft dodger.
And all of the school kids encircle the first boy and Bully Rob. So clearly a fight is going to happen. Now, Agent Sims is watching all of this play out.
Sort of idly watching from nearby.
Yeah, he's leaning against a tree and he's kind of chatting to himself and he's saying, like, "Okay, well, let's see how you do on your own. You're in trouble. Yeah, you're in trouble now." Because he's annoyed at him for all of his snake-related shenanigans. However, all the kids are shoving First Kid. It's all gone a bit Lord of the Flies. Bully Rob punches First Kid hard in the face. Moments before Agent Sims can run in and tackle and presumably kill him.
Yeah.
I mean, he does tackle him. This kind of plays out in slow motion. It's like the punch is thrown, Agent Sims dives, but too late. So the first boy takes... an absolute humdinger punch to the jaw.
The press cameras are there somehow.
Yeah, somehow. He's bleeding. It's pretty bad.
First Kid's teacher gives Sinbad a bollocking for not protecting First Kid.
Yeah, "Where were you when he got beat up?" asked the teacher. But Sim says that the First Kid got exactly what he needed.
Yeah.
Punched hard in the face at school.
Punched hard. And this, of course, this is strike 2. I guess the snake thing wasn't a strike.
This is strike 2.5.
2.5. Damn, Sleepy Joe. The president. Oh, they're flying off in a hot air balloon with the First Kid. I just closed my eyes for a second. Well, it's strike 2.5, Sleepy Joe.
About? He's right there. Oh no, my goodness, it's a scarecrow under the duvet. He got me again.
For God's sake, Sleepy Joe. This is strike 2 3/4. Any more of this and you'll be off the Secret Service. Beans.
So Agent Sims and First Boy have a chat in the motorcade. Also, Agent Dash is there. Yeah. Agent Sims says, "You need to learn how to defend yourself." First Boy is kind of sassy in response and says, like, "Well, why? That's your job."
Yeah.
Agent Sims is really annoyed about this. He says, "Look, all I've got to do is keep out of trouble until I get bumped to Eagle."
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking he might not be bumped to Eagle, seeing as the First Kid is bleeding from the face right now.
He's on the strike 2.5. Yeah. He's been in the job 1 day, and he's lost the kid. A snake has ruined a presidential fundraiser, and now the First Boy has been punched in the face.
So having got in a fight at school, the First Boy is led into the Oval Office.
Yeah, the mum walks into a meeting of the Joint Chiefs of Staff with a punched kid.
Generals, admirals.
Linda, I am in the middle of a meeting with the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Can't this wait?
Yes, it can wait. If you want to see it on the news tonight. He was in a fight, Paul.
Guys, could you give us a few seconds?
Yes, sir, of course. I guess that nuclear treaty can wait.
I guess that nuclear treaty can wait, says one of them as he leaves.
Says one of them saltily to the first boy.
Yeah.
If America's nuke, it's your fault.
So first kid gets another presidential bollocking, and they're going to go on the campaign trail for a month, and they can't be dealing with his shenanigans, so he's grounded for a month. He's got to stay in the White House. He can't leave. He's furious, and he storms out. Agent Sims goes after him, and then it turns out there's a secret passage in the wardrobe of first kid's bedroom, and then Sinbad says, "They told me this was closed off. I can't believe the kid got this open." And then that's sort of how they explain that.
He goes into this hidden passageway. On the wall is graffitied, Amy Carter was here in 79.
Chelsea Clinton, 94. So it's like a first kid secret lair.
Conceptually this is wild. Like it's a secret room that the first kids can sort of be alone in with their thoughts.
To cry.
Oh yeah, like on the walls there's like newspaper clippings of past presidents, and it's kind of implied that all of the first kids from history were sort of in here putting up weird, like, serial killer newspaper clippings of their own parents. The presidents.
And crying,
And crying. And that's exactly what First Boy is doing. He's sobbing in this secret room. I mean, I guess when Chelsea Clinton left, she told the next first kid about the secret room.
Yeah.
So anyway, First Boy is crying. It's pretty sad.
Come on, Luke, look, you got a pretty good life here. You're the first kid. Why would you want to run away?
I can't go out. I never see my parents. I don't have any friends.
He says that he doesn't have any friends. He's never kissed a girl. And then Agent Sims says, well, when I was your age, my dad was killed in Vietnam. So
so shut up.
So how do you feel now?
Well, he suggests they go to the kitchen for a snack. There's a long scene of them walking down a long corridor while Sinbad talks about his underwear. And this is the reason why this film is an hour and 41 minutes long.
So long, yeah. So having found him crying, he does effectively, like I guess by sharing a little something about his dad and stuff, they have a little chat, and Agent Sims does effectively cheer up the first boy, and they are sort of like pals now. The ice has been broken, the relationship is thawed. Smash cut 2, Agent Sims is in the mall. He's purchasing illegal tracking hardware.
This is so wild. He's at the spy shop at the mall, and he's like, "Hey man, I want to buy your illegal tracking stuff." And he's like, "Oh, the illegal stuff? Sure, let me just break that out for you."
It's like he's gone into a Radio Shack and said, "Hello, can I have illegal tracking devices?"
And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, man."
The guy who works here, the guy who runs the shop, his name is Harold. I think like it's sort of explained that he is ex-Secret Service, which is like why he has all of the best technology in his shop. And he designed a lot of the stuff that he's illegally selling.
Yeah.
Really, that just begs the question: what did he get kicked off this
illegal tracking, presumably?
yeah, that's true. There's no mystery there.
Yeah, no mystery at all.
So Agent Sims has decided to illegally track his new bestie, the first boy. He chooses a necklace with a little peace symbol on it, which is so tiny. I don't see how in 1996 it could have like a GPS tracking chip in it, but
not legally.
Oh yeah, not legal. Legally they have to be big.
Yeah.
Illegally they can be very small.
Very discreet.
Agent Sims is given an extremely chunky and heavy tracking unit that needs recharging.
Yes.
That he can use to at any point immediately identify where the first boy is. Later, the writers are going to realise that they shouldn't have written that, and instead of going back and changing what's written here, they just write 10 more pages later.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
fine.
How would you delete words in a script?
That's true.
It's impossible.
It's true.
So we're back at First Kid's room. He's on the snake internet again, chatting with Mongoose, the creature known mostly for killing snakes. He tells Mongoose he has no friends. They have a little chat about their dads who work for the government. And then Sinbad walks in and says, "Hey, is this all PG rated?" And then he sees the snake chat. doesn't really bother him. He's fine with this. He's fine with it.
He looks at it and he says, is this guy the only guy you talk to online in a kind of burn? Like, do you really not have any other friends other than this Mongoose 12 weirdo?
Like, no, this is really the only person I talk to online every day, obsessively. He's asked me to meet him, and he's like, yeah, whatever. Put on this necklace.
He says, it's because I like you. And First Boy is thrilled. He's over the moon to receive a gift. You get the impression he doesn't get a lot of presents.
But this mongoose chat has piqued something in Sinbad. So he takes
the
mongoose...
bare minimum. The bare minimum sort of safeguarding that he's willing to do. So he goes to a big room that is full of spies in the White House. It's got like a big display full of like CGI and stuff.
The White House spy room that they have.
The White House spy room, and he asks the spies in the spy room to do some digging on Mongoose 12. I don't believe he gives them any more information than that.
He says, "I need you to find out about this Mongoose 12 kid." And the guy's like, "Can it wait? America's enemies grow stronger every day." And he's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care," and then leaves.
Yeah, he says there's actually no rush on it. He's only talking to the First Boy like for hours every night, and we don't know who he is.
Sharing their deepest secrets with each other.
Persuading him to kill the president. But I don't see. Yeah, it can wait. Sure.
Sleepy Joe, the wolves are dragging the First Boy away across the White House lawn. I'll do something about it already in my pajamas.
Oh my god. Okay, right. So at school, the girl who First Boy fancies asks if he wants to come and see. Katie asks if he wants to come and see a movie, but he can't because he's not allowed to because he's the First Boy and he's grounded. In response, First Boy goes home and
has another huge self-pity session.
Has a huge cry and is packing a running away bag. And Agent Sims is like, well, if you're going to be sad, okay, how about this? In an enormous security risk, I'm willing to take you out of the White House without telling anyone I've done so. But you have to promise not to tell anyone what we're doing, and you have to promise not to run away while we're out. So with these promises made, they come up with a plan to escape. And brilliantly, the plan to escape the White House is a piece of software that the First Boy has installed. It's called Parent Guard 2.3, and it parrots lines out of the computer's speaker like, go away, and I'm not hungry, so that when people come to the door, it sounds like the First Boy is really in there.
Yeah. Where did you get this? Asks Agent Sims.
Parent Guard 2. Oh, I get it. Luke!
I said go away.
Luke!
I'm not hungry.
Very nice. Where'd you get this?
I picked it up off the kid internet.
I picked it up off the kid internet, says Luke.
And here, regrettably, we have to stop the podcast to talk about like,
kid internet.
Just sometimes they'll just be like, I picked it up the kid internet. It's just 3 words, and like it's the end of the dialogue. There's no like response from Sims after that. But
what you might not remember, younger listeners, is that back in the late 90s there were 2 internets, weren't there? Well, 3 internets. There was the regular internet, the kid internet, and the snake internet.
The snake internet, yeah. And you had to be very careful which one you went on.
Yeah.
No, like, because a kid can go on the snake internet.
But a snake can't go on the kid internet.
A snake can't go on the kid internet because it's a snake. A kid can go on the snake internet if he's a snake enthusiast.
Yeah, or looks a bit like a snake.
Yeah. A grown-up can go on the grown-up internet, but not the kid internet, and only the snake internet if he's a fan of snakes.
It's very simple. So when you wanted to go on the internet, you had to go to the local like town office or city planning bureau or whatever, and you'd say, "Hello, I would like to register my interest to go on the adult internet and the snake internet." And then they say, "Well, all right, adult internet, fine, but let's see your snake credentials." And you'd have to either produce a live snake or tell them 10 facts about snakes. And then they'd give you the CD-ROM that got you onto the snake internet.
Yeah, they'd give you the CD-ROM to download the snake internet to your hard drives.
Yeah.
So,
but of course, you used to be able to get on the kid internet if you were quite short as well, didn't you?
Yeah, of course.
It was a sort of loophole.
They weren't checking.
No. So you can download Parent Guard 2.3 off the kid internet.
You know when you go on a website and it's like, are you 18 or over?
Yeah.
And you're like, yes. It was like the reverse of that. Mm-hmm. It's like you're a kid, right?
Yeah.
And you'd just be like, yeah, I'm a kid. And like, okay, cool. Welcome to the kid internet.
Welcome to the kid internet. Please download whatever software you want.
Parent Guard 2.3. Yeah. What I really like is the illusion that this conjures of a kid internet that is a sort of like hackers style sort of file sharing utopia where kids are like hacking and cracking and freaking all sorts of great new softwares and ROMs and ISOs to like fool their parents into thinking that they are asleep in bed so that they can actually sneak out.
Yeah, some teen hacker created this program.
Yeah.
So everyone could like sneak out of their windows and go and hack the planet at night.
Yeah. It was like acid burn or zero cool. It's like, I call it Parent Guard 2.3.
Yeah. And they all had absolutely wild hairdos.
Yeah.
Man. So choice.
Yeah. So, Agent Sims sneaks First Boy out of the White House in a big wig and sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
And the cover story is that the First Boy is actually First Boy's friend, Reggie.
Yep.
There is no Reggie. You'd think that's something that the security detail would know, but whatever.
Agent Dash, like the sort of second in command in charge of protecting the first kid, takes a look at Reggie, who is the first kid in an unconvincing wig and sunglasses, and is like, "Nice to meet you, Reggie. Let's go in the car now." So,
and then when they get in the car, Agent Dash says, "Hey, Reggie, so tell me, what do you think of the first kid?" Because I think he's a real piece of work.
He's a real piece of shit.
Do you, like Luke?
What do you think? He's a pompous, bratty...
Hey! You never discuss the protecting with a stranger. Now, you know that. That's code.
Reggie knows Luke's a pain in the butt. Anyone who's ever met Luke knows that.
Is that right?
Am I a pain in the butt?
And then Luke takes off his hat and his glasses, and he says, "What do you think now?" And then Agent Dash starts freaking out because of the crime that they're committing.
So he's like, "Oh no, we've effectively kidnapped the First Boy.
Yeah, this is treason.
I'm going to jail for a long time." Yeah. But Agent Sims is like, "Come on, be cool." Also, Agent Dash is now complicit, so can't really stop.
Yeah, that's true.
So look, you've got the First Boy out on the town for one night. It's time to show the First Boy what living is really like. So needless to say, Agent Sims takes the First Boy to his old boxing gym.
Run down in a city boxing gym. Yeah.
The First Boy is wearing a great big jacket and is dressed all 90s.
Yeah.
And Agent Sims teaches him boxing. Because I guess he wants him to defend himself. The high point of this little scene where he's teaching him boxing is a bit where they're doing sandbag practice and First Boy accidentally strikes Agent Sims directly in the dick.
Yeah, it's like the first punch he throws, he's like, "Okay, punch this bag," and the first kid is like, "Can do," and then punches Agent Sims squarely in the penis and testicles.
Bearing in mind, Agent Sims is behind a sandbag.
He has to go around like a hook.
You can't imagine a situation where it would be harder to punch someone in the penis and testicles than if they were like hugging onto a sandbag, right?
And yet,
First Boy manages it.
But he learns a few boxing skills.
Yep.
There's a bit where they go back to the White House and the boss sees them, but they sort of get away with it. They're sort of bonding over sneaking out together. Then we get a kind of quite a long training montage of them skipping and hitting the heavy bag at the gym. It's clear that First Kid has a lot of anger.
Yeah, he keeps like losing control and raging on the speedball.
The red mist descends, kind of berserker barrage on the bag. We get a shot of them at school. Zachary Ty O'Brien shoots a spitball at Agent Sims, who has fallen asleep, and then he sort of instinctively reaches for his gun.
He jerks awake and reaches for his service weapon.
We were moments away from tragedy.
Katie, the girl who First Boy.
Well, you missed the follow up to that scene where Sims has made an enormous spitball launcher out of a kitchen roll tube and a giant wad of wet paper.
Oh, yes.
Which he then blows
that's right.
in directly into the face of Zachary Ty Bryan.
Yes, so just know that happens, and also know that the teacher, Miss Lawrence, certainly didn't fail to notice that, but still is kind of harbouring a crush on Agent Sims.
Yep. In the background, a struggling first kid is being pulled out of the window by ski-masked men, thrown into the back of an unmarked van. But he got his revenge on 12-year-old bully Zachary Ty Bryan, so it's all good.
Yeah, so Katie comes over and sits with First Boy and asks him what he did at the weekend. First Boy's a little tongue-tied because he's shy around Katie. I've just got written down, don't mention your snake.
She asks him if there's really a water slide on Air Force One. He says yes. That can't be true.
Yeah, well, why would he say yes then?
I guess.
To impress Katie.
I mean, I assume that the writers of this film thoroughly researched everything they said in it, so I guess it must be true.
Yeah. Would the King of America not have a water slide on Air Force
Yeah.
One?
Do you think Joe Biden's using that on the regular, or?
I think Joe Biden would think it's a little déclassé, you know?
Yeah.
It's also he would have got to ride it plenty
when Obama was
when he was VP, right? So he probably had all his fun on the
his fill of the water slide during the Obama administration.
He's like, I ruined that slide. I used it all up.
Yeah.
I've had all the fun there is.
Sorry,
to be
Barry,
had.
no more water slide left for anyone else. Oh, Joe.
Meanwhile, in a sort of parallel scene, Agent Sims is watching this chat with Katie, and Miss Lawrence comes over, and they also awkwardly flirt. So you just need to know that both romances are sort of awkwardly blossoming a bit. Now, Andy, Agent Sims is a snazzy dresser, right?
Yep, at one point he wears a tie which just has lots of pictures of lips on it.
So, yes, as I say, a great and snazzy
dresser.
What if our listeners wanted to emulate Agent Sims and, you know, look like fully awesome, and not just like with a tie, but like, you know, look like you're in Assassin's Creed or some such.
Like a jacket covered in lips?
A jacket covered in...
Is that the sort of thing you're talking about?
I mean, yeah, fine for the casual fan, for the everyman. But what about the real deal listeners who really want to look their best?
I guess they could check out Volante Design with their high-quality handmade jackets that bring that main character energy into your everyday life.
It's incredible cosplay gear. It's awesome stuff. The designs look like they're ripped straight from the hard drives of your favourite computer games.
Games like Assassin's Creed, Devil May Cry, and even non-video game franchises like Star Trek, as well as plenty of original collections like their Cyberpunk and Modern Ninja line. Ethically sourced and manufactured, Volante jackets are made for quality and will last you for years to come. Even if you have to take a bullet for a first boy, they will still look good.
Yeah, it's really cool. Do head to the website. It is a great time just browsing the website. So I'd recommend, if you're going to do nothing else, just head to the website and have a look at them, because there's some really cool jackets. They're seriously good. And there's a code, isn't there, Andy?
Yep. Go to volantedesign.us and use code MomCan'tCook for 10% off your entire order. That's MomCan'tCook, all one word, for 10% off your entire order.
Now, Andy, like Agent Sims, you could probably use a drink, right?
Yeah.
You're guarding the first boy. It's been a stressful day.
Yep. He's been running you ragged, and then to cap it all off, you've assaulted him and lost your job. So you need a stiff drink.
But what are you going to do? Are you going to go to a bar and get that stiff drink like Agent Woods? Hell no. Instead, why not consider Shaker and Spoon? Because that's a subscription cocktail service that helps you learn how to make handcrafted cocktails right at home.
Yep.
You don't have to go to a bar. Because bars, let's not forget, are outside, which is a long way away from your sofa and your Disney Plus membership.
It's much better to stay at home. And every box comes with enough ingredients to make 3 different cocktail recipes developed by world-class mixologists. All you need to do is buy 1 bottle of that month's spirit, and you have all you need to make 12 drinks at home.
At just $40 to $50 per month, plus the cost of the bottle, it's a super cost-effective way to enjoy craft cocktails. And you can skip or cancel boxes anytime. So if you do decide that you want to venture out into the real world, to go to some real bars or restaurants, and you don't want to do Shaker and Spoon that month, they make it super easy.
So if you are in the United States, invite some friends over, class up your nightcaps, or be the best house guest of all time with your Shaker and Spoon box. Get $20 off your first box at shakerandspoon.com/MomCan'tCook. That's shakerandspoon.com/MomCan'tCook.
So, what this chat was about with Katie is revealed later back in First Boy's bedroom when he says that it's Katie's birthday. She's doing a birthday party and she asked me to go. So First Boy wants to go to this birthday party, but he's not allowed because remember, he's grounded.
Grounded, of course.
And also probably you can't just go to any old birthday party you want when you're the First Boy because of the enormous security risks.
Yep.
So he blackmails Agent Sims, who's supposed to be his friend by this point, into taking him to the roller rink in the guise of Reggie, which you'll remember is just the First Boy with a great big wig and sunglasses.
Agent Sims threatens to kill him again. He says it would be a shame if I threw you out of the window. So, still covering himself in glory.
2.8.
2.85. So we cut to the roller rink. The girl is there. Kate is there. Katie. They hide from her. First Boy thinks that people will notice Sims, but luckily there's like a mascot costume.
Go on.
Okay, so there's a mascot costume, which is a whole pizza. In a cup of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Imagine a giant, great, big sort of like paper Coke cup. You know.
Yeah, you get at the movie theatre.
Yeah, and sort of like sort of wedged in the top, a whole pizza that obviously is not to scale because it's a whole pizza inside of a Coke cup. But that is the costume.
Yeah,
and it's an official Coke cup as well. It's got the logo.
Oh yeah,
and
this is more of the product placement. But why is the pizza in the Coke?
I don't know. I guess the mascot is just supposed to imply that snacks are available here.
Yeah, but the pizza is in the Coke. It's touching the Coke.
It would be better to have a big pizza mascot who was holding Cokes.
Or had Cokes for legs or something.
Cokes for eyes. A row of Cokes for teeth.
Yeah. This is... It's really hard to look at, and it's very distracting. But so Agent Sims follows this mascot skater into the changing room and emerges moments later wearing the costume like sort of Agent 47, like he chokes him unconscious. Stuffed him in a locker.
Guess we have to assume that's exactly what happened. So First Boy is at the roller rink at Katie's party, ostensibly just because he wants to find out who Katie skates with. Yeah, who's Katie's friends are, which I think is creepy. A little creepy, but whatever. In this costume, Sims cannot see or skate. I mean, he can't skate anyway, but he can't skate and he can't see. And he's drawing quite a lot more attention to them sort of flailing around and falling over in a big Coke and pizza costume than he would normally. But then we hear a bullyish voice. That's right, it's Zachary Ty Bryan, who whips him he whips him into the wall.
Hey, shoot! I will shoot both of you! Hey! This ain't fun.
He whips him into the wall, despite the shouted threats from Agent Sims inside the mascot costume. I will shoot both of you.
So he doesn't know that it's a Secret Service agent.
He doesn't know it's a Secret Service agent. He just thinks that the pizza is
going to shoot him.
Pizza says he's going to shoot him. Also, the thing that I was thinking that, if the First Boy is kidnapped now, it's going to look real bad when the rest of the Secret Service agents arrive on the scene and find his chief bodyguard sort of on the floor, wriggling around, dressed as a big Diet Coke.
So the First Boy skates up behind Katie and her girlfriends who are skating, so he can sort of creepily eavesdrop on them. And then the rink announcer says, couples only. And Zachary Ty Bryan skates up and says he'll skate with Katie. And First Kid sort of looks on with incel rage from the sidelines.
So in lieu of anyone else being around, Katie does skate romantically with Zachary, Bully Rob.
Yep.
Even though she clearly doesn't like him, she keeps asking, "Do you know if First Boy
will be here?"
I mean, she says, if Luke Davenport will be coming because that's his character's name, but I really like First Boy. So,
will First Boy be here?
Will First Boy be making an appearance?
Sims, who is still dressed as a Coke in a pizza, a pizza and a Coke, says that they have to go home. But then Luke skates off and leaves him and says, God, if you want her to be my girlfriend, just give me a sign. Super creepy.
Yes.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
two other unrelated bullies separately whip Agent Sims into the barrier, and then he face plants into Katie's birthday cake, which sort of explodes.
So Katie is really angry at Bully Rob that this happened. Says, you ruined my birthday party. From behind a pillar, First Boy takes this as the sign from God that God wants Katie to be his girlfriend. So he decides he's going to ask her to the school dance. We cut to a dinner scene with POTUS and the First Lady, and I guess they're back from their months-long thing. And First Boy says, can I go to the... I'd like to go to this high school dance. And they say, yes.
Anybody special that you might be hoping that you could kind of sort of run across at the dance at the school?
Well, I don't know. Maybe, no. Yeah. No, not really.
What about Agent Sims?
This is really weird the way this is shot and presented, because they say, is there a special someone you'd like to ask to the dance, First Boy? And the First Boy says, maybe. And then the president says, how about Agent Sims? And what has happened is that he's changed the topic of conversation to say, how is Agent Sims working out as your Secret Service agent? The way the conversation flows is that he's suggesting taking Agent Sims romantically.
Why do you take Agent Sims to the dance?
He's nice man, he's got a good job, works for the Secret Service.
Prospect, he could be protecting the president one day.
I mean, probably not given his record. But yeah.
So... Then, in a scene connected to literally nothing, Agent Sims outside bumps into Sonny Bono.
Just before that, there's the president is on a video call with Bill Clinton.
Oh God, I forgot. I didn't write that down because I hated it so much.
He's on a video call with Bill Clinton, who he's asking him to find a saxophone that he left under the bed.
I'll look for it, Bill.
Well, could you check again for me, Paul? That saxophone really means a lot to me. I could swear I left it in the closet.
Bill, we'll look for it, and I'll call you back, all right? Gotta go. Yeah?
Check under the bed.
Bye-bye. Best to Hillary.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's someone doing a bad Clinton impression, and then it cuts to real footage of Clinton going, thank you, goodbye. Or
Goodbye. So I get in this reality, the President Davenport beat Bill Clinton, and Clinton only got one term. So
yeah, I suppose so. I guess that's.
But yeah, then the Sonny Bono thing happens, and it's weird.
So Sonny Bono shows up as of Sonny and Cher fame.
Yeah,
he's doing a cameo now because he's a congressman. This is a real life thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny Bono had a political career after being in Sonny and Cher.
Yeah.
Basically, Agent Sims is super impressed and is like, wow, it's Sonny Bono. Cool, awesome, I met Sonny Bono.
Do you know who you are?
Yes, I know who I am.
Oh! Sonny Bono. Oh, I love you, man.
Well, thank you.
I love Babe, it's my favorite song. Got you, babe. Y'all was sitting there and rock. I got you, babe.
That was a long time ago. I don't sing anymore. I'm a congressman.
And then it's not mentioned again. It's literally just a really, really stupid cameo. However, this is... turns out, Sonny Bono's last on-camera role because he dies in a skiing accident less than 2 years after this film comes out. So yeah, so how's about that? It's this really, really weird sort of disconnected little cameo, but it's actually Sonny Bono's
last on-screen appearance.
Last on-screen appearance.
But also, it's such a weird cameo because it's like, man, I tell you who the kids will freak for when they see him in our movie. That's right, Sonny Bono.
Real life congressman.
Yeah,
Sonny Bono.
You kids like Sonny Bono, right? Sorry, who? What, from you?
Well, you love Cher.
Who?
Cher,
when did Believe come out?
I want to say like 1998.
Yep, 1998. So
wow,
Believe had not been released at this point. No one's into Cher.
No one's into Cher.
Like, so Bono, what, from U2? No, not Bono from U2. Sonny Bono from the from the past. Do you remember?
It's me, Bono from U2. I'm also a congressman. Edge is vice president.
Vice President Edge. Good. Yeah.
Oh,
take a bullet for the edge.
We found a lobbyist role for Adam Clayton.
Hey, Agent Sims, go and take a bullet for the edge. Oh, man.
So now they're doing that bit that you've seen 1,000 times where someone who's unlucky at flirting...
The Cyrano de Bergerac thing.
Yes, tries doing it with an earpiece and some confidants out of shot. So it's first boy going up to Katie to ask her to go to the dance with him, stammering weirdly for a while.
Yeah.
He's got an earpiece.
He's listening to everything Agent Sims is saying, so as a result, he's pausing for like between 20 and 30 seconds every time he replies.
Don't just stand there. Say hello.
Hello!
Great. Just make the girl go deaf. They love that. We're in big trouble.
We're in big trouble. What?
You're losing him. All right? Just, how are you?
Fine.
No, not to me. Ask her how she's doing.
How are you?
Fine.
What's really good about this is that he comes up to Katie, stammers weirdly for a while, saying nothing, and then Katie says, "Did you want something, Luke?"
And then he eventually asks her out, and she says yes. And then he sprints back to the bushes with the agents in full view of Katie. It's about 10 feet away.
Katie can kind of see Agent Sims and Agent Dash.
It's not a very full bush. It's the gaps.
Lurking in the bushes, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a getting ready for the dance montage.
It's like that bit in Home Alone where Macaulay Culkin is sort of putting on the aftershave. He's in front of the mirror.
He says, "I'm the most powerful kid in the universe," into the mirror, which is troubling.
Thank you. Next question. Yes, I definitely have to say I'm definitely the most powerful kid in the universe.
He has a snake toothbrush.
I didn't spot that.
Yeah, he's got a toothbrush.
Well, that's the
snake.
kind of thing you need to show the administrators to get your
if you want to get your
license for the snake
your CD-ROM for the snake incident. Yeah. But then he's very excited, and then we smash cut to him saying he's not going to the dance. It's because he can't dance. But luckily, Sims is here to teach him.
So Agent Sims talks first boy through like how to dance, or at least how to fake it.
Yeah.
He gives what I think is some genuinely good advice. He says go to the middle of the dance floor so that you're only visible from the waist up. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about like what you're doing with your legs, which good advice. Sway from side to side, which is a nice simple dance move. And then I really think this is brilliant. I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. Bite your lip while you're dancing so it looks like you're doing a lot more than you are. So just sway side to side, but while biting your lip. Try it now at home, listener. You're on the train, you're driving to work, try it right now.
I don't know, I always thought the cringiest thing you can possibly do while dancing is bite your lower lip.
Yeah, but it makes it look as if you're concentrating really hard on, like, the moves.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Actually, you know what? We're on a video call and I can see myself biting my lip in the thing. It doesn't look good.
What are you talking about, Luke? You look like a cool guy.
Thanks, Andy. It's sweet of you to lie.
Also, like the music throughout this scene is really good. It's Fantastic Voyage by Lakeside. You don't get like a lot of licensed music in DCOMs, and this being an actual theatrical release, it's got a real soundtrack, which is a nice change.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, outside the White House, an unattended bag. Oh no.
Well, can we just talk about? So we pan out of them. Yeah. They're dancing in the window of the first kid.
Yeah.
We sort of pan out of the White House, and it is the most atrocious looking untextured CGI White House, and it sort of rotates, and the White House doesn't pan at the same rate as its surroundings. It's so bad.
It's ropey as hell.
Yeah, and then the backpack is outside. So.
Yeah, and then there's an unattended bag. The room full of spies notice it, and they're like, well, we probably should get the bomb squad, because, obviously. So they do that. Then Agent Morton comes in to tell Sims and First Boy that the trip to the dance has been cancelled because of the bomb threat.
First Boy flips out and throws a shoe at a snake.
Yeah, he throws his shoe into the snake's tank.
The snake isn't dead. The snake still lives.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. But then Morton leaves and Agent Sims is like, bomb threat be damned, put this suit on, we're going.
Strike 2.9.
So, like, you'd better hope this isn't a real bomb threat, because if a bomb goes off and you can't find the first kid, everyone's going to assume he's died, and there are going to be enormous political, like, intercontinental ramifications of that, probably. But in fact, he's just been snuck out to a dance.
Agent Sims and the first boy walk out the front door of the White House and are immediately exploded by the bomb.
A small Johnny Five bomb robot detonates.
So, yeah. So we cut to the dance. First kid is dressed like Draco Malfoy at a wedding. Sims is dressed in one of those horrible oversized suits like the 2003 NBA Best Draft class. They both look terrible.
Speaking of licensed music, Love Shack is playing at this dance, which is brilliant. The best licensed music since Vanessa Carlton. So, Bully Rob, who you'll remember is Zachary Ty Brown, can't believe it when he sees First Boy asking Katie to dance. He's livid watching this.
Furious.
But then First Boy starts dancing sort of horribly and thrusting his hips. He's doing a lot of pelvic thrusts because that's something Agent Sims told him is good to do. He's like way overdoing it, but he does manage to sort of rein it in and dance, in a sort of a passable way.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Agent Sims is stood at a distance and is flirting once more with Ms. Lawrence, the teacher.
Well, the thing in this whole scene is first kid doesn't know how to dance, so the whole time he's dancing, he is like locking his eyes on Agent Sims, who is like doing,
as if to say, like, is this good?
Yeah, who is doing dance moves of his own that first kid is copying, but it just looks like he's dancing with Katie, but his eyes are locked on Agent Sims. Like, that's who he'd much rather be dancing with.
And they are mirroring dance moves. So it's like you're dancing with someone, but, across the room you're like, I really want to be dancing with you. And this is the dance we'll do.
It is regrettably very sexual. And then a slow jam starts playing.
Yeah.
First kid looks terrified. So Agent Sims grabs the teacher so he can dance with her to show first kid how to dance with a girl. But there's no time to think about that now, because back at the snake, it's crawling all over the buttons of Parent Guard 2.3, making all the responses trigger at the same time.
Go away. I said, leave me alone. I said, I'm not hungry.
So the feds, who are kind of sweeping the building looking for Bob, to be honest, they probably were going to sweep the room anyway, regardless of the first boy saying, I'm not hungry, go away.
I'm not
because
hungry, go away.
I guess we won't sweep for bombs in this room because the first boy says, I'm not hungry. So never mind. But anyway, their suspicions are aroused by the parent-guardian 2.3 malfunction, so the feds find out that first boy is missing. Meanwhile, at the dance, Bully Rob squares up to first boy, annoyed that he was, dancing with Katie.
Yeah.
But first boy uses his boxing to punch him hard in the mouth twice.
Yep.
Hooray! That's good, isn't it?
There's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
And then Agent Sims runs over and is like, what did I teach you about fighting?
Hit me! Don't turn your face off. Come on now. I'm gonna get you. What did I teach you about fighting?
Everything.
That's right.
He says, what did I teach you about fighting? And first boy, kind of drawing ragged breaths, his fists covered in gore, says, everything.
Everything.
And then Agent Sims says, that's right.
Yeah. So the Secret Service storm the dance. Sims is in trouble. This is strike 2.98. He's really getting up there.
Yeah, you're getting real close, Sims. Yeah. You better watch it.
Him and Dash are finished. He's got to turn in his badge and his gun. He gives a speech about how the first boy isn't a prisoner. He should be allowed to be free, but he's not allowed to contact him.
He should be allowed to run around in a wig and sunglasses doing whatever.
Punching boys in the mouth. You will not contact him until the investigation is over, they say.
Badge and firearm now. Now get out of here. So can I say something? No! Well, I'm gonna say it anyway. I was right. You can't keep that kid locked up in his room. He's not a convict, Morton. He's just a kid.
Luke is under house arrest. He's fitted with a wrist tracking device. He has a big sort of self-pitying rant, and then he goes on the snake internet.
Yeah, because they didn't fit in with any kind of high-tech bracelet that could stop him going on the snake internet, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, he has logged on to the snake internet, and he's chatting with Mongoose, who asks if he wants to go and play virtual reality games, and who seems to know how to get the tracker off. We pan out through the window, and we see a car parked outside the White House with a laptop in it. So Mongoose isn't a boy at all.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's do it, says Viper Boy. So we don't actually see what happens, but it cuts to dawn, and now the tracker is on the dog somehow.
So the dog is called Brandy, right? Yeah. So First Boy and Brandy leave the premises. It's like, I'm just off to walk Brandy. Now all of the spies in the spy room are too busy watching baseball to see...
And passing around a big Domino's box with a
they're past
extremely prominent Domino's logo.
Yeah. They're too busy enjoying the great flavours
the
and
hot
value.
and ready pizza.
Yeah.
With the great mozzarella taste of Domino's. Yeah.
They're too busy making it a Domino's night to notice that up on the screen there's a sort of map of the White House and a big blinking red dot marking the first boy that is going bleep, bleep,
First
bleep,
boy being kidnapped. First boy being kidnapped.
And this red dot
and they're like, damn, double pepperoni.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, with the stuffed crust, that's incredible.
Oh, this marinara sauce can't be beat. 2 pizzas for $8.99. What a deal.
Now you're dreaming.
First boy is being hacked to pieces on the lawn.
So, First Boy then puts the wrist tracker... Yeah, he's put the wrist tracker on Brandy and has effectively escaped. So now there is sort of a situation room being set up because the spies eventually have realised that First Boy has escaped, has gone rogue. Morton is there. They've called in Agent Sims, presumably thinking that Agent Sims probably
kidnapped him.
So we find out that First Boy called Katie's home and says that he's looking forward to meeting up with her later, but he's meeting another friend first.
Yep.
Morton accuses Sims, says, this is all your fault. Like, what are you up to? In this scene, Sims fails to mention or remember that he has a tracking device on the First Boy. And yes, so he doesn't sort of mention that he has a way of easily finding out straight away where the First Boy is. And all of the agents kind of disperse to commence their frantic search for the missing child.
Yeah. Then the data analyst from earlier runs up and says, here's that stuff you wanted, that internet stuff. And he hands over a folder. This is great, says Sims. So you might think that, this is some sort of important information about Mongoose. But there isn't anything in the film indicating that he got any sort of information from this. It doesn't have any bearing on the plot.
Also, knowing what does transpire.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that if that's what's in the dossier, he would say this is great, because it's very bad.
It's very
news,
bad
actually.
news. Yeah.
You'd read it and go, oh no, the First Boy may already be dead.
Yeah. So as far as I can tell from the remainder of the plot of this film, nothing of any use is in this folder. Maybe when he says, right. Here's that stuff you wanted, that internet stuff, maybe he's like printed off some cool internet pages for him to read later. It's just it's unrelated.
He's printed off the AOL homepage. Yeah.
Here's that stuff you wanted. He opens it up and it's the install CD-ROM for the Snake Internet. And he's like, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Oh, and I got an unlicensed hack of the Snake Internet CD-ROM.
Yeah, and the clip art CD-ROM. I got that as well. Brilliant.
Does anyone have the keygen.exe for the Snake Internet CD-ROM?
So, yeah, this is... it seems like it's going to be useful information, but it's not and adds nothing.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So anyway... First Boy has in fact gone to the mall. He is playing the video game Dactyl Nightmare, which I am absolutely astounded to discover is a real video game because it looks like a bad fake video game for a movie. It's a sort of shonky looking polygonal.
I mean, it's
3D.
old even by like when this film came out. It's from like 1991.
Really? Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, it looks it. Yeah. So Agent Sims is also at the mall, but coincidentally, because he has gone to the black market tech shop,
illegal spy shop that's next to the Sharper Image.
Yeah, Because incredibly, Agent Sims in what I guess is strike 2.998.
Well, he's already had strike 3.5 now.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know how he has like a tracker that can tell him immediately where the missing first boy is? Well, he forgot to charge it, so instead of, I guess, charging it at home or in his office or whatever, he goes to Harold and says, "Hey, I forgot to charge this tracking unit."
Yep.
So Harold plugs it in. And charges it for 1 second, which is all it takes for him to tell him, "Hey, this tracker says that the first boy is right here in this very shopping centre." So then Agent Sims and Harold rush around the mall.
But not before
trying to find
Harold says
first boy.
to the other employee in his shop to call the Secret Service and tell them that Prince is here. They'll know what it means.
Yeah, because Harold is a very effective Secret Service agent.
And if he hadn't been fired for selling illegal tracking devices.
Meanwhile, in Dactyl Nightmare, we see Luke, the first boy, get a very, very clean kill on an enemy, and it immediately says "game over," which makes me think,
it says "game over, you are dead."
Yeah. Like, honestly, he raises his gun, shoots the enemy, and it says "game over." So all I can think is that, you know how some arcade games like make you lose a life for shooting a civilian, like Time Crisis, I feel like did that, or House of the Dead.
He shot a civilian in Dactyl Nightmare.
Yeah, he shot one of the civilian dactyls.
After he's finished the game, First Kid is then accosted by the Secret Service agent Woods from earlier, the one who lost his job.
Was fired.
He's drunk.
He's visibly intoxicated, he seems like, and he physically drags First Boy away. So at this point we realise that Agent Woods is Mongoose 12. The big reveal, the twist. However, having spent weeks and weeks and weeks laying the groundwork with First Boy online in the Snake forums, this isn't actually a very slick kidnapping, because he just starts dragging him through the mall.
Well, he was like, "Come and meet me at the most public place in town, and I'll just sort of kidnap you in public." How's that?
Yeah, so he grabs First Boy. It's a crowded mall, and just starts sort of like physically sort of muscling, dragging him away. Yeah, Agent Sims sees this, unsurprisingly, because it's quite an attention-grabbing thing.
Yeah.
A drunk man dragging a protesting boy across a crowded mall. I imagine everyone would be calling the police. But Agent Sims spots this and does an exciting leap off of a balcony and rushes to the scene.
Yeah, he sort of falls off the first floor of the mall, lands heavily in a plant, and then is uninjured.
Yeah,
even though he would probably have broken his back.
And then Harold, who has just sort of Tony Hawk grinded his way down the escalator, and whose presence, I must say, in this film has been enormously elevated. Like in the last few minutes, sort of basically goes up to Woods. And it just sort of holds him up. It's just like, "Hey, I know you. What are you doing?"
And then Sims confronts him, and he says, "Hey, he's just a kid. He's only 13 years old, or 21 if you're an older girl," says Woods. And that's when First Boy realizes that he is Mongoose 12. And then Woods pulls on Sims. He draws a weapon, and they're in a standoff. First Boy is crying.
Now, from here, this film turns into a for real shootout.
Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah.
So, like, just ready yourself for that, and just try and imagine the wild tonal whiplash.
Yeah. So it turns out that Woods lost his job. He lost his wife.
He says, "I spent so much time with this kid, I lost my wife."
Yeah.
So he feels that guarding First Boy, ungrateful First Boy, took everything from him. Now, at first blush, you might think that Woods' plan is simply to get revenge on First Boy for ruining his life by killing him or kidnapping him. However, that wasn't simple enough for the writers of this movie.
No.
Instead, Woods explains that his plan is, wait for it, his plan is, having lured the president's son from the White House and kidnapped the president's son at gunpoint.
Good plan so far.
He's
Loving it so far.
No notes. He's then going to take the boy at gunpoint back to the White House and say, here's your boy back, and in his words, be a hero.
He thought he wasn't safe with me. Well, he's not safe without me. And I'm proving it right now. I'm the one that lured him out of Crown, and when I take him back, I'm gonna be a hero. So back off, Sims. I'm taking him out of here.
Now, here's what I think will happen when he takes him back to the White House. I think he'll be shot 100 times.
He'll die in a hail of gunfire. Yeah.
So, it's an incredible plan. I mean, to be fair, based on the hiring practices of the Secret Service that we have seen so far, maybe they would be like, hey, Woods, I really like the way that you manipulated the president's son over a number of weeks online, tricked him to meeting up online, and then kidnapped him terrifyingly at gunpoint.
Man, you're going to get a medal for grooming the president's son and then kidnapping him.
And then kidnap him and then bringing him back.
That was the key. Every Secret Service agent in this film is terrible at their job. So Sims says, you don't want to shoot anybody. Yeah, I do, says Woods. And then he empties the clip into a coffee stand and a gumball machine trying to kill Sims.
You don't want to shoot anybody.
Yeah. Please. I do.
Yeah, so Sims kind of like dives behind this candy store. Woods has emptied the clip. He's out of ammo. As he sort of fumbles to reload, the break in gunfire is the clue that Agent Sims, the only clue he needs to realise that this is his chance. This is his opening while he's reloading. First boy, meanwhile, starts to struggle, causing Woods to drop his second clip of ammo.
Yeah.
And then Agent Sims pops out of cover, bam, and sprints towards him. Agent Woods, well, ex-Agent Woods, I suppose, has almost reloaded, but then Agent Sims kicks the gun out of his hand and crouches down and sweeps the leg.
Yeah, and they tussle on the ground, reaching in for the gun. Woods has a sort of collapsible baton that he attacks Sims with.
He starts strangling Agent Sims. Yeah. Do you remember the tonal whiplash I mentioned? So now funny Sinbad is having his windpipe crushed with a baton.
But don't worry, he does get the upper hand, and then he uppercuts Agent Woods into a fountain where
only after smashing his head into a metal pole very hard.
Yeah, and then he uppercuts him into a fountain where, covered in blood, he passes away. It looks like.
Yeah, he lands. He's underwater and unconscious
and covered in blood.
Which isn't good.
Sims goes to the first boy to make sure he's okay. He is okay. Great, yes. I'll be off then. Sims and then runs off, leaving first boy unguarded.
Well, he says, I think he sort of implies that he has to. He's like, I've got something I've got to take care of, and
it's like his parking is about to run out or something. So. Gotta put some money in the machine. I'll be right back. You stay here and don't get kidnapped or shot.
Don't get kidnapped or shot. So Agent Sims, he goes back.
I guess he's going explain what he's doing or where he's going.
Explain what he's doing or where he's going.
I'm off. I'm going now.
So
have you seen these bargains at the Radio Shack?
And then Agent Woods wakes up
like Jason Voorhees. He
sits up going like that. It's terrifying. He pulls a pistol out of an ankle holster. He draws a bead on the first boy. He now has a clean shot at his target because again Agent Sims wandered off.
So he's got to kill someone, and his plan has now changed from I'll kidnap the first boy, take him back to the White House and be a hero, to I'll shoot the first boy to death. ... Get my life back.
Yeah. My wife will be so
impressed. My wife will be. I'm going to do the cleanest headshot you've ever seen.
Wait till Maureen sees this on the news.
Sees my KD ratio.
So. Woods fires on the first boy. In slow-mo, we see the bullet leave the gun. It flies towards first boy's young heart. Agent Sims does a slow-mo leap and just gets in front of the bullet.
But there is clearly a from that conversation earlier where Morton was talking about how he didn't think when he jumped in front of Reagan. There is clearly a moment where he thinks about it. He's like, oh, and then he does go for it, and he does jump in front and take a bullet in the shoulder for the first boy.
What?
Then you might think, oh no, what if Agent Woods simply shoots again? But don't worry, because Agent Dash arrives on the scene and shoots Woods.
Shoots Woods to death. Oh no, he doesn't shoot him to death.
He doesn't shoot him to death, but he does shoot him and he sort of collapses back into the fountain.
Yeah.
He's badly hurt.
A lot of people getting shot.
Yeah, 2 people have been shot now, which is more than in any film we've done in this podcast.
Mm-hmm. So he's cuffed. We cut to the White House. People are playing street hockey. Sims is in an arm sling. He's with the teacher now. Great news, Sims. You're being reassigned to Eagle Detail. He says he appreciates that, but he can't. He wants to stay on first boy duty. He is then immediately repaid for his loyalty by first boy slapshotting a hockey puck directly into his brain pan, hard and on purpose. And then he says, "Let me see that puck," picks it up and starts chasing first boy around with it, clearly meaning to harm him. And then
the camera very slowly pans out over this scene of first boy being chased.
But it's protecting.
And the credits start rolling. And that, apparently, is a film that everyone thought was okay to put in a cinema. That is the end of it. We're done.
They're like, no, this one's special. This one's going in theatres.
Not under wraps or brink. Oh, no. I mean, it's pretty weak plot-wise. Sinbad is pretty charismatic in this film.
Yeah.
Like, he's really the only thing that's good about it, except for the snake internet conceptually and the line, I picked it up on the kid internet.
The kid internet. It didn't need to be an hour and 41 minutes.
No.
Piss, isn't it?
Well, you tell me. You find the ounce of fat on first kid.
That's on first kid. Yeah. The first boy grew up to be a crypto billionaire, apparently.
He ran for president.
Yeah, I saw that.
In 2020. I mean, unsuccessfully, obviously. He didn't become president, yeah.
Well, if he did, he'd probably always be escaping out of the secret passage, wouldn't he, in the White House?
Yeah,
he knows where it is. He knows where it is now. Or maybe he's searching for Sinbad's gold. Hidden under the floor somewhere.
So that was First Kid.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to summon up any strong feelings on it one way or the other.
Certainly was a movie that happened.
It was certainly one of the movies ever made. Can I read you an email, Andy?
Oh, please.
Okay, so I know that, Andy, that you've told me privately that you think that there isn't enough animal birth on this podcast and that we need to...
Luke, I said you shouldn't mention that on air. I need to maintain my air of hating watching animal births. It's my character.
So we got an email. The subject line is Cowbells Carving Commentary.
Oh, no.
It's from Brett Brooks.
Brett, I don't want to know more about this. I don't want to know more.
I know you don't, Andy. And the thing is, there is a part of me that genuinely thinks our listeners might not want to either. So if you don't want to hear details about cow birthing, stop this episode here. And
well, how do I do that? I'm in it.
Well, you can't, obviously.
Man.
I can't. But I think this email is interesting and enhances your viewing of cowbells. So I think it's good. But yes, there you go. Warning if you are squeamish.
My next viewing of you think I'm going to watch cowbells 3 times? Not going to happen.
You're forgetting, Andy, that we are eventually going to run out of DCOMs and we'll have to do them all again.
No.
We'll have to do like DCOM Redux.
No.
Now in HD, the remaster. No. Commentary on our commentary. Anyway, Brett Brooks, thank you very much for your email. Hello, Luke and Andy. A chipper beginning. My childhood growing up on a small cattle farm in Indiana will finally come in handy. I've seen and helped my fair share of cows as they're giving birth, and I couldn't resist. I thought I might offer my thoughts on the carving scene from Cowbells. First off, Taylor was actually correct. When they're about to give birth, cows tend to try to isolate themselves from other cows, as well as, and more importantly, from people. Poor Martha would be much more distressed from the 3 noisy human onlookers than she would a fellow cow.
What if that fellow cow was a pervert cow? What then?
Brett has no answer. Brett's silence in this email is deafening.
It says everything, doesn't it?
Now for the bulk of my thoughts. The thing about embryonic fluid that the visual medium cannot properly convey is just how bad it smells.
Oh, no.
It's bad. I lack the words to properly describe how bad it is. It's also somehow both very slimy to help facilitate the birth, and yet very sticky.
This is audio poison. Why have you done this?
It won't just wipe off once it's on you. It takes a lot of soap. It takes a lot of soap and scrubbing. So it is, in a word, gross. The moral of the story, either Taylor lost her lunch off screen, or she is just a freak like her butterfly pervert dad. Thank you, Brett Brooks, for shining a light, a much-needed light. If you want to get in touch with the podcast, you can do at momcan'tcookpod@gmail.com. Please don't send more stories you have about animal birth.
Any animal birth. That's fine. Why not drop us a review on either Apple Podcasts or Spotify? You can review this episode on Spotify right now. Let us know what you thought of this discussion about First Boy.
Andy, what is the next DCOM that we're going to do? Is it Jumping Ship? Please say it's finally Jumping Ship, the culmination of the Lawrence brothers.
I'm the one who wants to do Jumping Ship. You're the one who won't let me.
I know, but I know we're not going to do Jumping Ship next.
Yeah, because you won't let me.
So I'm throwing you under the bus by positioning it like you're cruelly making everyone wait.
Yeah, like some kind of Secret Service agent. Next DCOM that we're watching, Luke, is Stepsister from Planet Weird.
Oh, now to be fair, that is a stone cold classic.
Which is a 2000 science fiction DCOM. I'll read you the description on Disney+.
2000 science fiction DCOM, are there any sweeter words?
14-year-old Megan Larson joins forces with Ariel, an alien, to stop to stop Megan's mum and Ariel's dad from getting married.
Yeah.
There's a longer description.
Oh my gosh, okay.
14-year-old Megan Larson is stunned to discover that her mother's exuberant new fiancé, Cosmo Cola, and his seemingly perfect daughter, Ariel, are actually aliens who've taken sanctuary on Earth. Neither girl wants to see their parents get remarried, so they join forces to split them up. But as their plot unfolds, Megan and Ariel become fast friends and begin to worry that their initial wish will come true.
Oh, well, I can't remember what the initial wish was, but I'm sure I'll know all about it by the time we've talked at length about Stepsister.
That's right.
From the Planet Weird.
So come on back next time for Stepsister from Planet Weird. It's the last film in the theme song.
And then are we going to do Jumping Ship?
Then we'll do Jumping Ship, yes. Please. I want to do Jumping Ship.
I'm really excited. It's the culmination of our Lawrence Brothers-a-thon.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, man. Which, just to remind you, is about all three Lawrence brothers getting stranded on a tropical island.
With pirates.
Having to fight for survival with pirates. And is an actual canonical sequel to Horse Sense. Somehow.
Which, I remind you, was a film about how down-home country people are better than city types.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see who's really the best city or country when they get stranded on Pirates Island.
Who's better at avoiding rocket-propelled grenades?
Okay. Thanks for listening, everyone. Get out there.
Yeah.
Get on the snake internet if you possibly can.
Luke, get down! Active shooter! I'm diving!
Dive!
Dive! I dived the wrong way.
Oh, no!
Oh, the bullet's torn through Luke. It's really torn him up in there.
Oh, man.
Oh, the other hand, he went through that as well. Oh, boy. Oh, it's a real mess down here, folks. Okay, well, it might just be me next time for Stepsister from Planet Weird. We'll see you then.